What's up guys, the Hunted Reaper here with a PUBG survival guide. Now this guide is going to teach you how to be kind of a survivor more than a killer, you're going to be defending more than actually attacking, and that's a great way to start. So I'm going to speed up a lot of things in this video, make sure that you guys get all the information pretty well. So first things first, I drop immediately. Now this depends on the situation you're in, because you can be dropping somewhere that sucks. So I enjoy this area, it's kind of the mainland. It's easy to get good loot drops here, so I definitely pick this area. And I try to pick somewhere that no one is going to, even though most of the time someone ends up coming to you and killing you anyway. So immediately what I do is I run in the building and scourge for weapons. I am not caring about who hears me. I'm trying to get there as quickly as possible. I'm trying to get as many guns as quickly as possible, as much equipment to equip me to fight whoever the hell wants to kill me. Next thing is, I like going for a two-story building. This is because there's usually one staircase, which is a choke point. So what happens usually is one player usually scurries into the house. Let's say you're on a house with one floor. What that means is you're probably going to get shot through the windows. He's probably going to see you through one of the multiple doors that are in the houses, and it's just not a good time. So what you're going to want to do is go to a second floor where there's just one staircase, and what this creates is a choke point. You are able to kill anyone who comes up. You have the drop on anyone, and you could even hide, as well as seeing around the area. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking all the gear I can. I'm making sure I'm stockpiling, getting bandages, magazines, because in the end of the battle, in the end of the war, we're gonna need to be the one player standing. And in this video, I am actually number 4, but I thought I did it pretty well here, and I showed a lot of things that I like to use to survive, and it really worked well. Just because I messed up in the end doesn't mean that this video isn't good. So I landed towards the center of the map, and that's a great thing, but if you don't, what you can always do is make your way towards it. If you find a car, good for you, but if you don't, you want to stay silent, you don't want to engage anyone, because there's about, 80, 90 people alive at this point, or 70, and you're not really making a difference. These people are going to all kill each other in the first place. So what I'm doing now is clearing the house. I'm making sure I grab everything there, and I'm scouting it, because you never know if someone's hiding in a door or something like that. So make sure whenever you see a closed door to open it with caution and to enter every room with caution. Players do hide there, and I've seen people just get killed, and I've done it before, where I hide in a room and I'm hiding and some idiot player just runs up and gets himself killed because he's making too much noise. Whenever you're going into a new house, you want to stay crouched and make as little noise as possible. Even opening doors makes sounds, so be aware that if you go into a house, people generally know you're there. So right here, I kind of, I'm starting to suspect the players in the house, so I make my way to the balcony and close the door, because most people don't do that. You want to find a place that people wouldn't think to find you. And for a while, I start waiting, and I'm waiting around, and I put my volume way up to hear the guy. I see him, and I kill him because I have the drop on him. You want to have the drop on most players because of the fact that you don't have that much health in this game, and it's not really about skill in terms of shooting. It's more about your ability to predict where players are going and also attack them when necessary. So I'm not even shot here, and that's the best possible outcome for me. I don't want to engage in a firefight because I don't want to lose health with 43 people alive. Those are 43 other opponents that I don't want to deal with yet. What I'm doing is surviving and staying where I am and getting kills in the process, because people usually generally come in my direction. But since I have the drop, since I can see them through the staircase, since I can hear them coming and they don't hear me, I have the upper hand and I'm surviving longer. So right about now, you're seeing me kill another person. He didn't stand a chance. If this was me in that position, no matter how good I am at gunning, most likely I wouldn't have killed him. Having the drop on other players is awesome. But right about now, the inevitable happens, and I am not in the safe zone anymore. It's no immediate threat, so what I like to do is, I like to wait it out, because a lot of players will immediately just start moving, and all the commotion leads to people getting killed. So with this game, I found that just being patient and relaxed and calm helps you out a lot. So fast forward a little bit, I'm on the move now. I just went out the house, and I'm sticking to the shades and the cover. I'm also sticking to the tree line because cars are a big threat in this game. For the most part, I get killed by cars a lot when I go. You know, when I am running somewhere, a car can find me, kill me, and see me easily. So, and I really have nothing to do against it. Most people in cars are driving fast enough, zigzagging enough, and doing crazy enough shit to hit you without you being able to hit them. So staying away from them and making sure they can't hear you or see you when you hear them first is a great way to stay alive. Don't try to fight cars. It'll also draw much unneeded attention to you. So right about here, I'm noticing that all the players are kind of converging on one spot. So when this happens and the map starts to become smaller, you want to make sure that you are aware of your surrounding area. You know, just running blindly and running into the next safe area is something you don't want to do. Take your time and be calm. Even if it says the wall is approaching, you have time before the wall is approaching, especially when the map begins to zoom in and get smaller. So right about here, I get shot, but I get lucky enough to just take this guy out. That was a fault on my part because I wasn't looking around. It gets a lot more dangerous towards the end. So you might just get unlucky and get shot. That's something that happens a lot of the time. It's a lot of luck because there's so many people involved. But sticking to the shadows and making sure that you're hidden is a great way to stay alive. So as you can see right here, I picked someone off, and it's kind of a firefight, and it's kind of spooky, because you never know, you know, when someone's going to get that great shot on you when there's 19 alive, and you're like, fuck it. But right here is where I see something awesome. I see a motorcycle. I kill this guy, and I'm like, hallelujah. However, there's one big problem with that. The map is getting smaller, and what that means is everyone can hear my dumbass riding around on a motorcycle as loud as possible. So I get off and try to go into a building. Now in this building, I'm very cautious and very careful to make sure no one's hiding, because now we have 11 people concentrated into one small zone. Every building is a threat, and every second I'm outside is a second I can get shot. So this is kind of frantic, and your heart rate will be up. You're going to be a little bit scared, and you're going to be sweating out of your palms. These are sweaty, intense moments that players love at PUBG. But the main thing is to stay calm and don't do any frantic movements. This means stay in a house, make sure that you're just defending your area. What you want to do is wait until there's like 3 or 4 people alive to even start shooting at people. You want to keep your position hidden. The map getting smaller will force you to run out of the houses you're going towards and try to find new ones. And if you can't find a good house, you can always find some foliage or some bushes or some trees to hide behind. Cover is the most important thing. Now again, I'm going upstairs, I'm clearing the house, and what I'm doing right here is I'm making sure that no one's up there. You can kind of pan the camera around and see if anyone is upstairs. It's a little trick that I've been using. And I try to make sure that no one can get a good shot at me, or I'm in a position to just go back. So right now I do notice that the zone is smaller again, and now shit kind of hits the fan. So I'm waiting again, and in these situations it's paramount that you wait, because of the fact the blue wall is coming, but people around you know that too, and they're being more frantic and they're getting killed. Most of the time you're gonna find a match full of players who get to this point and they shit the bed. They start running around, shooting, firing, and they think they could Rambo it, when in fact it's easier and a lot more safe just to stay where you are and let them kill each other. And by doing this, everyone kind of has less health towards the end of the game. Everyone's been shot, everyone's been weathered through this little war that's going on, and it's pretty awesome just to know that you have the upper hand if you have a lot more health. So if you have any energy drinks or painkillers, when you get the chance, it's best to consume them now. So right here, I do get a little bit greedy, and this is the downfall of me in the game. I know the area is getting smaller and the wall is encroaching, and this part is just skill and luck. So I wasn't lucky enough, and around this time you're gonna see cars driving around and people just going crazy. I get my 5th kill, I'm taking people out, there's 5 alive, and I have 5 left to go. The wall is coming in on me, and I panic a little bit. I don't want to be outside, I'm getting shot at, the wall is killing me even more, and I run into this building, and I make a mistake. I run, and I don't check if there's someone in there, and I get shot. The guy was waiting for me, and he definitely had the upper hand. Well, I made it to the top 4, and if you guys follow the general tips I'm using and the things I'm talking about, maybe if you have a little bit better gun skills, you can get to 1st place. But it's just about surviving for the, I guess like the first 90 places. When you get to around 10 left, then you really want to start fighting and going for everything. So this has been the Hunted Reaper. I hope you guys like, rate, subscribe, everything like that. I hope you guys enjoy, because I'm going to have more content every day.